What's going on, man? Stay your ass up out of prison, folks. Stupid. Alright, so this video right here is how I dropped out. How I dropped out of high school. And how that led to me robbing. It's a part two. So I'm gonna give you the part one. And part one also is, it's cut down. So I'm in my senior year, Cross Keys High School, supposed to graduate class of 96. Mind you, for the last probably year and a half, I've been smoking marijuana, so I am not as strong as I need to be. I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you that the uses of marijuana slowed me down. I'm one of them guys that when I got high, you can cancel all homework, you can cancel all smart ideas or effective thinking, man. It was to the point one time I got high during school and I went to basketball practice, bro, and sprained my motherfucking ankle. Bad, real bad. Oh, that thing was swelled up like this here. So I'm slipping on my classes, bro. I am slipping harder now than I have ever slipped in my life in reference to my grades. Mind you, I've played sports on and off through junior high and high school. And, at some point in time, I buckled down. And then when that marijuana had came into place, bro, I just eased up off of it, man. And it wasn't even a conscious thing. And I was not fully aware of it. I remember one time, one of the recruiters came from the Army, bro. I was hiding. So nevertheless, I'm not passing all the classes I need to pass. And I go to my coach, and I think I've told this story. I don't know if it was on this page or the other page. I went to Coach Savage. Coach Savage helped me get my grades back up. Long story short, bro, when I realized I wasn't gonna be able to walk with my class, I was like, I got to withdraw and I got to go to open campus. Coach Savage walked around with me and talked to some of my teachers that had got my grades up. But when he realized that I was gonna have to go to open campus, bro, I don't know why, but he went back to them teachers and told them to take my grade back down. So which means that I was gonna have to stay at open campus until graduation at this point. Didn't really have no guidance, bro, and I was just thinking about that. Why? Well, I ain't saying why. I just know I wasn't really paying attention to nobody that, had a blueprint for me. It was like, hey man, you need to do this. I instinctively knew that I was fucking up, but I just didn't really have nobody on my case. So I withdraw from Cross Keys High School, man. I enrolled in open campus, and this was one of the biggest traps. I ain't gonna say it was a trap, bro. You just gotta be mature. It's not for the weak-hearted, bro. Cause mind you, you have all the cool people, all the weed smokers, all the class skippers, all the big boot, all the bad. It's like everything. All the people that will skip school, that will smoke weed, that will fight, that will get kicked out of their home school, bro. You got all of them here at this place. You got all the slackers in one place. And now the slackers have to overachieve. And hey man, all I can say, it was a pretty sight, bro. It was a pretty sight, but it wasn't long before I fell a victim. The first thing I did, bro, I'm across the street smoking with this girl. Her name was Keisha. She was tall. She was 6'4". I remember Shawty used to be poloed down every day. She went to Stone Mountain High School. I specifically remember her. And we was smoking one day, and if you remember open campus back in that time, open campus right here across the street was Taco Bell, down the street was the Quick Trip. That Quick Trip is still there on North Drill Hills Road. I walked down to the Quick Trip. I got them sticky fingers. I got them. even if I got money, I'm still stealing something. I'm a little stupid, but so, bro, I steal out of this store every day, bro. This is just like, so I'm going in this bitch for lunch. I'm stealing out of this store. It doesn't matter. I go into the store. What I don't know is that it's a bunch of YNs like myself that they came through here, and we all just been stealing, just not together. So these folks on the lookout, you know what I mean? Usually I go into a store, shit, I'm stealing without no issue. Bro, I'm stealing out this store. I'm stealing at the Quick Trip on North Drill Hill Road, bro. As I'm walking out of the door, this big old fat white dude, I ain't gonna say big old fat, he was a heavy-set Caucasian guy, but he was behind me, and bro, he started chasing me, man. When he started chasing me, you know, the school to the right, bro, I bucked to the left. When I bucked to the left, I'm just running. And in my mind, you know, I'm scary as hell in real life, you know what I mean? So, as I'm getting further away, I'm feeling safer. But from afar, I know that bell going off. When that bell go off, and you ain't there, you don't go get no excuse from the office and that. Your ass just missed a half. You have a certain amount of halves that you can take. And if you take too many halves, you get dropped from the class. So I didn't get dropped from the class, but I definitely took a half. So a 100 bar or a sneaker bar essentially cost me a half, or poor judgment. Let's say poor judgment, because having all the potential that I had, well, I have made some silly ass decisions. So I come back. I stay away from the Quick Trip. I'm not going back down there because I done stole from that place. Have another situation. In the back parking lot of Open Campus, bro, in the morning, it ain't nothing but 77 Sevilles, L Dogs, nothing but them Lex, all the players, all the hustlers, especially in the wintertime. Come on, Sean. Especially in the wintertime. So, at the time, I'm trying to think, bro, I was not riding with, bro, I was riding the MARTA bus to school. I might catch a ride with somebody, but for the most part, bro, I had to catch the MARTA bus to school. Hopped in the car with somebody, smoked, got out the car. When I get out the car, I go over, I holler at my little partner. I done started smoking cigarettes. I'm just trying to set the little high off, you know what I mean? I'm smoking old Newport, smoking a cigarette. The security guard, they came around there and just, it was a bald head black dude with some glasses on. He had on a white shirt and he had his sleeve rolled up about right here. He said, all y'all come with me. Come on. All y'all come with me. So, even though I'm slow, I still be thinking I'm smarter than most people. So, as he lining all of us up, I hop in the front of the line. Because in my mind, you ain't gonna be able to keep your eyes on everybody. So I'm gonna be in front, so it seems like I'm about to plea out to this bullshit. And as soon as I get off in there, I'm finna dip. That's what's going on in my mind. So, we going towards the office. Cause I know everybody that get caught smoking, you gonna catch a half. I don't need no more half, bro. Y'all half me to death. It's killing me at this point. So, we headed towards the office, and sure as boo-boo stink. I'm the first person to bend that corner going this. When I bend the corner, oh, I take off. One thing about you not catching me, shout. Not the Quick Trip dude, not this this security guard, but years later the police did catch me, so I ain't that fast. So I take off. I zoomed right here, ran down that hallway, doop, 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 doop. I don't think to go to class. No. I run all the way away from the school. Hell is I doing my work. So when I run away from the school, bro, I still catch a half. Hey man, marijuana not for everybody, bro. So I done caught a half, and then I can't remember. These are incidents where I had to run away from open campus, so I remember those. And then, lo and behold, I had a class that I just wasn't passing. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't paying attention, bro. So here go my future. I was holding my future in my hand, and that shit just turned to sand, bro. So I eventually dropped out of damn open campus. I dropped out of open campus. I called my Uncle Emery. I started doing roofing full time, because usually I was doing roofing during the summertime. Since I was like a small boy, from taking bundles of shingles up to actually, you know, putting the shingles on the roof. My uncle really taught me how to grind. Shouts out to Emery Brown, man, for giving me an opportunity to put some food on the table. So I drop out of school, bro. I drop out of school. I'm working with my Uncle Emery. I remember shit got weird at the house with my mama and my stepdad, or her ex-husband. His name was Bob Sampson. He was from New York. The nigga spoke Spanish. He was an old smart nigga though. He was a money getting nigga, but I'm 18, I'm 17, 18 years old, like, you know. And then we got into an argument. I had came home one day. I'm coming home from work. Living at my mama. I come home from work. My mama done put all my shit out in the hallway, folks. My mama done put all my clothes in the hallway. Clean this shit up. It need to be such. True enough, the room need to be clean. So then I'm like, man, you tripping, shout. I'm working. Not understanding the responsibilities that a person need to have. Cause now, technically, nigga, you grown at this point. I'm living at my mama's house. I ain't paying no bills. I ain't getting her nothing. I'm just working and maintaining. But I got a child on the way. So I'm semi-prepping myself. And I just dived into the workforce, but I come home, bro, my stuff's in the hallway. Me and my mama, we get into an argument. That lead to me and my stepdad getting into an argument. And bro, we didn't draw it down on each other. When I say draw down, I'm talking about knives, not guns. But you know, as a roofer, I used to keep a knife on me. And he had then went and got a kitchen knife, bro. And we here standing, it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. No, that's cap. Cause when I still had my work clothes on. I still had my jeans and my work boots, and I still had my work knife on me. And well, we got into it, bro. And we done pulled our knives out on each other. We done went to jugging at each other. So bam. So now I'm kicked out from my mama's house. And I got a restraining order on me where I can't come within 100 feet of the house. Mind you, bro, this is not no extending, bro. I dropped out, got into it with them. Now I'm staying with Kiwi Cody. Now I'm in Woodridge 24/7. Barnes coming to pick me up from work. Barnes is the white guy who worked for my Uncle Emery. Now, Barnes been knowing me since I was 12, 13 years old. He always, you know, showed me love. So, Barnes would come pick me up from work, bro. Barnes would pick me up from work, bro. I have got so drunk and so high with Barnes, bro, it's ridiculous. Barnes used to have a yellow and red cooler. And he used to be drinking Budweiser. This is going to work and coming back from work. Barnes used to give me weed and everything, bro. Rest in peace to Barnes, man. So, mind you, the year is 96. It's the summer of 96. All this shit just happening, bro. Because mind you, I'm supposed to graduate in 1996. Well, if you paying attention to my story, I also go to jail in 1996. I ain't had no long ass run. That's why I say I'm not a real street nigga. I'm no drug lord. I ain't the king of the robbing crew. Nigga, I'm a fucking horrible criminal, shouter. Horrible criminal, shouter. Horrible. So, we doing this roofing. We downtown. While we're downtown, it's during the Olympics. So everybody is goddamn putting stuff up and they hurry up and fixing. On the roof is me, my Uncle Emery, Barnes, my cousin Kirk, and Rob Bass. And I'm about to pick up a wire off the roof. A copper wire off the roof. Had to been about that big around. For whatever reason, either Barnes or my Uncle Emery told me, no, let me get that. You step back. When they picked it up, and what we find out what took place was, well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So when they pick it up, we just hear a big boom, the big boom going downtown, bro. And I just found out yesterday that this shit was on the news. It was in the newspaper. I wonder if I could find an article. I'm gonna see if I can find an article and make that the thumbnail. But what took place is that copper wire hit one of them telephone poles. It hit that telephone pole and bro, it knocked my uncle from here to maybe three cars away. So he leaned up against the thing, but I can see where his wedding ring is burned in his hand, his bracelet, his car keys in his pocket is burning a hole in his leg. And Barnes is stuck between that copper wire and this pole is coming up out of the roof. Bro, I'm looking at Barnes. I'm looking at this dude. I'm looking at a man that come and get me and pick me up from work that I rode to work with that day, bro. I'm looking at Barnes, and Barnes, that copper is still on him, bro. Barnes' headband catch on fire. His hair catch on fire. Bro, I'm just sitting there looking at him. When that happened, bro, I just started crying. I ain't no tough ass nigga. I don't even like scary movies. Bro, I started crying. My big cousin. Then Rob Bass started crying. Rob Bass a grown man. I'm 19, shot. I'm fresh out the port, but I ain't never seen nobody die. And then this somebody I'm cool with. Barnes like had my back. He was like, hey man, you know, he lived down in Conyers. He was like, man, if you wanna come stay with me, you can. I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm going out to Conyers. Back then, this is the crazy part, I'm in Conyers right now. But back then, Conyers just seemed so far away. Conyers seemed so far away. I was like, hell no, I ain't going no Conyers. Now I'm in Woodridge, bitch. So Barnes died, bro. Barnes died. I remember going to see my uncle in the hospital. So we stopped roofing for a look. No. So while we up on the roof, I'm crying. Dude, my big cousin say, Kurt Brown say, man, you crying? What the fuck you crying for? He said, did you get electrocuted? Mind you, his daddy just got knocked fucking 12 feet away. And this nigga, he said, man, listen, we got to get this shit off this roof. Because it ain't going to get itself off the roof. And we started getting the shit off the roof. And, damn, bro. That shit was traumatizing, man. But then it made me step up on the roof until, because I'm trying to think, I had started robbing then, folks. I had started robbing then. I was on the fuck shit, but I wasn't embedded into it. So we had a little break. When we had that little break, that's when, you know, I'm getting closer to, I got a child on the way. So, bro, I can't sit here. I ain't trying to go get no job nowhere else, bro. I started putting that pistol to work, y'all. I started putting, now, I had one more incident before it just got full blown, you know what I mean? Because you might try your luck with the pistol, but I remember robbing and going back to work. So it wasn't no sweet lick. When I said it wasn't in that, well, I'm like, I ain't working no more. I do remember when it started getting like that. Cause that first lick was some bullshit, bro. I robbed the Eckerd Drugs. It was an Eckerd Drugs next to the Piggly Wiggly at Redan in South Harrison. Bro, I probably robbed them folks for $200. Went to East Lake Meadow, got some weed and a box of White Owls, When it got a hotel on Wesley Chapel, that money was gone for over 12 o'clock checkout. That's the God's the honest truth. Go to work. My uncle started, putting more responsibility on me. He started paying me more money, but then also he gave me my own truck. But the truck was a stick shift. So now I'm learning how to drive this stick shift. We in Fulton County. We in Atlanta. And I don't know how to drive the stick shift that good, but I ain't finna sit here and wait for this. I see it's a roadblock. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get back to the hood. It's Friday too. I'm trying to get back to the hood, smoke my little weed, be with my folks. I'm in Woodridge. Go through the roadblock. Them folks like, can you step? I give them my license. Like, can you step about the car? Now, backstory. I didn't even know my license was suspended, y'all. I didn't even know my license was suspended. What took place was me and Meatball, back in the day, folk used to, on Sunday, Mosley, Maddox, and Grant Park was the parks to hit, bro. Me and Meatball coming down Glenwood. When you cross over Columbia Drive, meet me at the Checkers. Bro, we headed somewhere, and we smoking. We in a baby blue Cadillac, shopping. Meatball is juvenile. I'm 17 or 18 years old. When we get pulled over by the police, they don't take neither one of us to jail. They give me a ticket. When they give me the ticket, I ain't went to no court, nigga. I ain't on top of myself like that. So that caused my license to get suspended. So when they pulled me up, when they had the roadblock in Fulton County, your license suspended. I'm like, what? I go to jail. The truck getting impounded, I go to jail. This my first time going to jail, bro. This thing scared me shitless, bro. It scared me shitless. It threw me off, because now had put some confidence in me, and I fucked it up. And then shit, after I had came out of that, bro, I started getting surgical with the pistol, to the point where when I hit that first lick for a couple of thousand, bro, I was like, shit, I can't. I told my back was hurting. Stupid ass nigga. Stupid ass nigga. And I'm gonna tell the rest of these stories, bro, but some of them, when I was talking to my uncle yesterday, it just started resonating with me. I was like, damn, because he was telling me when I first got locked up, he was finna try to help me get out, but I'm goddamn, because I'm not a real street dude, I'm making moves that's messing me up, bro. So mind you, he done put me to work, then gave me a truck, then gave me a crew, fucking it up. All this happened, you had the Olympics in the summertime of 96. Shout out, I got locked up November 96. So you talking about, you supposed to graduate in June, July, August, September, October, November. You talking about a 6-month run, y'all. A 6-month run. It's stories in between, but that shit ended up costing me 10 years of my life, bro. All right, man. I appreciate y'all in the comment section, man. Let me know what you want to hear, but I'm really just going through it. and examining, re-examining things that took place, man. But at the end of the day, man, stay your ass out of trouble, bro. Don't do something that, man, that immediate yet insufficient gratification, and it's gonna cost you like real time out of your life, bro. That shit not worth it, man. That shit, I can't go back. I can't go back and redo nothing. But I'm gonna keep telling these stories because maybe it'll help somebody else stay about that nonsense, bro. Because that shit, 10 years is a long time. And if I go back for another SB 440, guess what? I go for life. I don't never get out. So I'm scary as hell. You thought I wasn't no real street dude? I definitely ain't no real street dude. That dude be talking around me and they be saying, hey man, I don't want to hear it. Don't even tell. I don't want to have no knowledge of what the fuck you got going on. I don't want to know. It's your boy Butler, man. Stay up out of it, bro.